Asus Zenbook 13 UX331UAL review. Design and build. The design of the Zenbook 13 is where Asus has arguably made its most interesting choice. The company is making a big fuss about it being ultralight. At just 985 grams, it weighs a little more than the MacBook or Asus's own Zenbook 3, but only just, and that's despite boasting a full 13.3-inch screen, larger than either of those models. To put the weight of this laptop in full perspective, the company has shaved a massive 130 grams off the weight of last year's Zenbook 13, which never saw a UK release, and this is more than 200 grams lighter than Dell's new XPS 13, despite similar specs. That's despite the fact that at 13.9mm this is actually thicker than Dell's new, which boasts a strikingly slim design that's just 11.6mm thick. The Zenbook 13 is still an impressively thin laptop by any measure, but it's hardly leading the ultra-thin pack. Those extra few millimeters are put to good use though. Compared to the competition, this is packed with ports, 2 USB-A 3.1 slots, 1 USB-C 3.1, HDMI, a microSD slot, a headphone jack, and a separate charger port. There's also a webcam at the top of the screen. The ports will be a boon to anyone who wants an ultralight laptop without the need to carry around a separate USB-C dock to make up for missing ports, thus negating most of the benefits of the ultralight design. Beyond the dimensions and ports, the Zenbook 13 boasts a metal chassis, a backlit keyboard, and a choice between matte black or pale pink finishes, though we've only seen the black in person. Between the plain finish and the bezeled screen, the Zenbook 13 isn't quite as slick looking as the XPS 13 or Acer's Swift 7, but we can imagine plenty of users are willing to sacrifice slightly on form for the benefit of this ultralight, port-packed build. Specs and features. Despite the lightweight design, this is a laptop with some serious heft. It comes with an 8th Gen Intel Core processor, with a choice between an i5-8250U or an i7-8550U. You then get either 8GB or 16GB RAM and 128GB/256GB/512GB/1TB of SSD storage. Graphics are integrated to the CPU, with no option for a discrete card. The 13.3-inch display was crisp and bright, though it's only HD, 1920 by 1080, with no apparent plans to offer an optional upgrade to 4K. That will probably be fine for most, but is definitely lagging behind some of the competition, and is the one area where you can see a real compromise in quality on the laptop, presumably to help it hit that sub 1 kilogram weight. As you'd expect in 2018 though, it's also a touchscreen at least. You also get a fingerprint scanner and built-in Harman Kardon audio. We couldn't put either through their paces on the show floor, sadly, but we'll test both thoroughly in our full review. Battery life is also impressive. Asus claims it should offer up to 15 hours of usage, which is very respectable for an ultrabook, though not quite top of the class when compared to Dell's boast of 19 hours for the XPS 13, or the new range of Windows devices on Snapdragon chips, which offer 20+ hours. Naturally, we'll test that out fully when we have the device in for a full review. As you'd expect, it comes with Windows 10 pre-installed, so boasts features like facial recognition, login through Windows Hello, and Microsoft's Cortana virtual assistant. Windows 10 Pro will also be an option.